There we go. Hello. Hey, Moshe. Gotta play with your cats. Yeah, cats are important. He say he does. You're going a watch streak. Seems that way. Alright. Can't relate. Alright. Anyone else joining? Hmm. 57 hours to go. How many credits to go? 5,540. Interesting. 5,540. 57. It's very close, isn't it? It's not about liking money, it's about needing it, Moshe. Anyway, anyone else joining, or are we going in like this? You don't have to feel bad, Konza. It's fine. 'Tis optional. You're not required to be here.
Piece of cake.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm hungry.
Yeah, sounds about right. Thanks, Moshe, for the tier 1 sub. For 32 months. Wow. It's a long time. Won't be long until 3 whole years, huh? 3 whole years till you got a card at the end of a match with 8 healing on it. Good times. I'm dropping frames. Oh dear. Hold on. I want to wait till my bitrate is back. It's currently still having problems. Oh. It's fluctuating right now between 3K and 5K when it's supposed to be at 6. Oh no. Oh. No. No. It's just going all over the place. Oh dear. Hopefully it shall stabilize soon. Yeah, it's been raining off and on. Rather muggy. 60% humidity in my room. So it's feels a bit hot. Even though it's a good 6 degrees cooler than yesterday, still kind of gross.
He didn't know my mother very well then.
Keep to the plan, but be ready to adapt if necessary.
Look at you. Nothing dangerous.
No. Hello. Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Alright. Okay, that was good. Uh-huh. Now you've jinxed it, Stark. Good job. Yeah, because you're jinxing it. Because you just... literally just jinxed it.
The objective is now.
The internet doesn't care whether you're jinxing it in the past, present, or future. It's gonna play up anyway. What's being done about it? That's the real question. Is there anything being done about it? Just complaining by itself does nothing. Nothing. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Whoever's the account holder needs to talk to them.
Much better.
I am taking the objective. Join me.
And say, sort your stuff out.
I'm on the objective.
Lucio, checking in the game.
Hi.
Nope.
Nano boost is charged.
I don't let them eat cake.
Who's stomping around? Ah! I missed my shot. I shot too early.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
Well, that's rude.
This will protect us.
The demon? Aw. My two Reapers. When I monkey, that's not right.
Your safety is my primary concern.
Probably some kind of fault in the wire. Something the ISP needs to sort out. Oh no, why?
I am taking the objective. Echo here. Join me.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Somebody fetch my butt.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Ah, big rip.
Somebody fetch my butt.
Great. At your service.
One shoot.
Winston repelled.
One shoot.
Best round lost. Score
10? Wow.
to 1.
No, I'm dropping frames again.
Protect the innocent.
Don't blame me. Talk to your ISP.
See you in the air.
Sometimes I'm not sure why I even bother.
Internet issues.
Are you quite done?
3, 2, 1. Round. Capture the objective.
Well, this is fun, isn't it? Extremely dodgy connection. Oh dear. Nice red line on my dashboard. Ah! How many credits have I got? About 994k. $994k. It's fuck. Wee. Ah, big rip.
Imagination is the
Let's hope this connection issue sorts itself out. It's going back down again.
very hot.
Greetings, Dill. How goes it?
This will protect us.
Greetings. Yes. It's a perfect dipstick.
Dipstick.
It's not a perfect connection though.
Thank you. Your metallic field destroyed.
What a load of rubbish. Comp is also optional. You don't have to play it. That's one of the things I like about comp. It's optional. Nope, gold is not impossible to get out of. As any hero. You just have to get better at the game. That's it. If you're blaming the game instead of yourself for your rank, you're doing it wrong. You are the person who controls how much skill you have. So if you want your skill to go up, you need to practice. Get good. Your skill rating is not a rating of you, it's a rating of your skill, right? If it's a low number, it means the skill's low, but it doesn't mean you are a bad person or anything like that, right? You can easily increase your skill with time and effort and determination. You can get it to whatever level you want with any hero you want. Stop blaming external factors. If you want to be good at the game, you have to put the effort in yourself. It's not up to other people to help you climb. It's up to you. Sort your own skill out before blaming others. That's why you're stuck. Because you're not taking responsibility. Take responsibility for your own skill, sort out your faults, get better, and then you'll climb. A lot of people are stuck because they refuse to take responsibility for their own rating. Don't be one of those people. It's up to you to climb. Up to you. Sort yourself out and you'll climb. Yeah. Yeah, don't autopilot. Always be thinking about what you're doing. Plan. What is the plan? What do you plan to do? How are you going to execute that plan? Don't just autopilot.
The doctor is in.
If you die, ask yourself, why did I die there? How could I have not died? What could I have done better? Always evaluate your own gameplay. Constantly. And if you struggle to do that during a game, do it after, using the replay system.
You needed a goddess? Eyes on the bed. Damage increase.
The only guaranteed thing in competitive is that you will be there. You. That's the common denominator to every single competitive game you're in. So the most powerful thing you can do to increase your skill rating is improve yourself. That's it. And that's all you have control over. So it's what you should focus on. Right?
We're all soldiers now.
Every single match you play is a learning experience. You can learn something from every match. And if you go in with that mindset, what can I learn today? What can I improve today? How can I be a better player? You'll get better. If you put the effort and mental attitude in terms of I want to improve, I want to try and get better. If you do that in every single match, you should improve. If you go in hoping for a good team, hoping there won't be any throwers on your team, hoping there won't be any smurfs on the other team, and not even thinking for a moment about how you are playing, then that's not going to work at all. You're just going to idle about in whatever rating you happen to be, and maybe even go down, because you're not focusing on what needs to be focused on, which is yourself. Build the right habits when it comes to playing. Do that first.
Your support has arrived.
Yeah, my internet is a bit shaky today.
Let me get you past.
It should be alright. I'll keep an eye on it.
Onwards to victory.
Where does it hurt?
I could use some assistance. Enemy in sight.
Frickin' kill him! Frickin' kill him! Genji, come on! Why is that Lucio still alive?
Onwards to victory.
Ah! No! Aw. Well, I tried.
Check in.
Yeah, New Zealand is doing very well in containing this thing. Very well. It helps that it's super remote, but it also helps that they're doing it right. Because when you're dealing with a virus that's literally killing people, and a lot of people, yeah, playing itself is the right course of action. Because you're literally saving lives.
Best round lost.
Name's McCree. Activating.
Score.
Yeah, my internet's very, very spotty today.
We're all.
Yeah, every day.
I'm not one for standing around.
Every day is viewer day. Here's the biggest problem with the news media in America. It's for profit. That's the biggest problem with the news in America. Which means they make more money by exaggerating everything. They make more money by being contrarian to everything that's going on, right? In the UK, the news media is publicly funded, right? So taxpayer money goes into reporting the news, which means they make the exact same money whether they just report the news flat or whether they sensationalize it. They make the exact same money. So there's no point in sensationalizing it and exaggerating it. They just report it as it is, right? In America, the more they sensationalize, the more they make it sound like a big deal, the more ratings they'll get. The more people they'll get watching, the more money they'll make from advertising. Money, 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 money. Right? Money drives everything in America, including the politics, unfortunately. Which is why there's such a wealth and income gap in America between the bottom and the top. An absolute humongous gap.
Taking the objective.
Here's the thing. Companies are basically oligarchies, right? Companies are oligarchies, and sometimes even dictatorships. And neither of those are very good as a form of management of a system. Very, very, very few companies are democracies, right? Very few. And even fewer are communistic. Now, communism is not necessarily bad, in essence. It's just, it usually ends up bad. In theory, communism works because it ensures equality for everyone. Everyone gets treated the same. Everyone benefits from everyone else's work. You know, in theory, it works well, right? You don't get massive inequality. It's all fairly equitable. The problem is, communism is easily corruptible. The people in control of the system find it very easy to control the population, because if everyone is treated the same, everyone can be treated equally bad, right? In order to benefit the people in control of the system. That's the problem with communism. It's too easily corruptible. So in theory, it works great, but in practice, it never does. If you could find a way of doing communism that's incorruptible, then in theory, yeah, that'd be a great system. So, for example, if we had a communistic system controlled by an immovable system, like an AI, for example, that's uncorruptible, unconfigurable, unadjustable, that never ever changes in the way it controls and regulates the system, as long as that's configured right from the start, it would work forever.
Junie and Donnie were having a bit of a standoff over the food. They were facing each other over the food bowls, eyeing each other up. And then Donnie swore at Junie, and Junie decided to back off.
Right, because he's a coward.
Because he's a wussy person, Jenny.
Is Jenny wanting her munchies now? But yeah, I don't think there's any kind of government system that can work as intended, because the problem is humans. The humans are the problem. They're easily corruptible, and yeah, it corrupts any kind of system you can make. It just never works. Which is why, in order to try and maintain proper equitable systems that actually work, occasionally you need to throw them away and start again, because sometimes a system is just too broken to continue, right? Which is why you get revolutions. Revolutions happen because the system is too broken to function. So you just have to overturn the system and restart. But, you know,
I will protect the innocent.
some people are smart about that, and they design systems with inbuilt reset buttons. But, unfortunately, some humans like to pretend those reset buttons don't exist, and try to do everything they can to make sure those reset buttons aren't pushed. I'm talking, of course, about the systems inherent in the system in America, where the system can be overturned through enough force of public will. But those rights are not really exercised very much at all. A lot of people don't even realize how to make them work. But eventually, the system will get better. Either through a slow elective process or by a much faster, much more violent process. Hopefully not, but we'll see.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Watching a TV show where this adopted girl is a primordial dwarf. He's 20 years old and as tall as a 3-year-old. That's a psychological thing. If you believe a certain skin will make you perform better, it will. But that's all you thinking that it does. The skin isn't doing anything. You've just made yourself think that it does. It's a placebo effect, right? It could still be effective, it could still work, but it's not real. Right? The effect is real. Just not the initial assumption. Doesn't really matter in the end, though. If you perform better with a certain skin, then equip them, you know? Why not? Rude. Superstition is something that most of the animal kingdom participates in. There have been multiple studies on superstition, and many animals exhibit the same behavior. If they believe something to occur when they do a specific action, then they'll keep doing that action if they want the event to occur more. Whether they're linked or not.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
I'm eating pickled onion monster munch.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
McCree, what happened to your arm?
Always admired yours.
Crisps.
One of my own.
Hear me, baby? You should try my meatball. Hear me, baby? You should try my meatball.
4, 3, 2,
My meatball.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Let's get him moving.
Red orbs of destruction. Ooh. I shot someone in the face. Oh. I shot someone else in the face.
I needed that.
Right, carry on. I've shot 2 people in the face.
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Oh, I shot someone else in the face. In the face!
Name's McCree.
No one can hide from my sight.
Okay, good. Need to heal up.
I am claiming the objective.
Much better.
Shoot him. Yeah, there we go. Do I have every skin? Yeah, except Overwatch League ones. I haven't got all of those because those cost far too much money. For my liking. I got some of them, but not all of them.
One kill. Moira by your side.
Yeah, as I said, I got every skin except for the for all of the Overwatch League ones.
Merci.
Mercy, mercy. Who wants to step in my French poop? Nope. Ah, why am I here?
My business,
The name's
my
McCree.
rules.
Alright. Ah, whale, hello there. Oh. Oh, thanks, Ryan. But die! That's a very angry monkey. Who stepped in your peanut butter?
Lucio coming at you.
My business, my rules. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Well, I haven't played WoW in a long time. I've played other games too, although not recently. Played decent amount of Diablo 3, played some Hearthstone, played some StarCraft 2, played some Heroes of the Storm. What else is there? I've dabbled in all their stuff pretty much, except some of the really old stuff.
Bingo!
Sprechstunde bei der Frau Doktor. On a scale of 1 to 10, how is your pain?
Bingo!
On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how is your pain?
60 seconds. This will heal you.
Sprechstunde bei der Frau Doktor.
Meteor strike.
Alright.
Victory. Play of the game.
Good.
Surrender to my will. Get into position.
Illidan Genji, yeah. It's a good one. Ugh.
Epic. To be expected.
In terms of all-nighters, probably less than 10. Because I've done the occasional 24-hour stream, but very rarely.
Welcome to Rialto.
For optimal chance of survival, stay in range of my barrier.
Although,
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
that's if you consider all-nighters to be
How do I trust a man?
playing when I should be sleeping. Now, I have played during many nights, but
5, 4,
that is because I used to work night shifts. So, if you include those, a lot more. That's only because I was required to be awake during the night. The last time I spent coins on the game, in the game, was Anniversary 2017. That's when I started to save up my credits. And I haven't spent a single credit since. Not a single one. I didn't need some. Loot boxes provided everything I need. Oh.
We're all soldiers now.
Really up. Ow.
I will protect the innocent. I'm so scared.
You seem familiar.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Wow. I have made an exception. Oh no, I'm hacked. Oh no. Need some heals. What? Goodbye.
I like both kinds of music. Country and rock.
Walks among you.
What?
Come on, let's bring it together.
Boom.
Circuits engaged. Widowmaker.
I'm exhausting the payload. Let's keep moving.
Focus my target.
Die. Heal up. That's matter. Turf. Oh no. Oh no. Genji. Oh, no. What? Okay, good.
Victory.
What's that, big boy? Staring at me. Oh, there we go.
Play of the game. Kitty cat. Now traveling to Busan.
What? Don't you mean who? It's me.
You need to learn to relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Stop.
Follow me if you want. Follow me if you want to live.
We are in harmony.
Deine Göttin ist da.
Mercy is still alive. Please fix that. Excellent.
Thank you. Follow me if you want to live. Follow me if you want to live. Follow me if you want to live. If you want to live.
3 Annas. Alright.
Follow me if you want to live. Follow me if you want to live. This will cover.
Oops, Daisy. Oh, there we go.
Walkie-talkie nanobots administered. Thanks.
No. Oh. I've dropped 12,327 frames so far. Nice. It's over 5% of all my frames. Down the toilet. Ah, you're big. Oh, nice.
First round 1.
Hello there.
Score 1-0.
I'm a one-man apocalypse.
Marisa, you are adorable.
I will pass your feedback on to Evie. I believe that she will be pleased. For optimal chance of survival, stay in range of my barriers.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Who now?
Bad feeling about this.
Is that right?
Bad feeling about this.
You sure?
Bad feeling about this. What? Capture the objective. Stay.
That's my piece of cake.
No. No.
Nice. I'm a fat hooker. Goodbye. Alright. Hello. Hey, come back, Genji. Come back. Where are you going? Get back here. Let's go. No, they're trying to kill me. It's very rude. Get off my pipe. I can. Once this game is over. I will. Oh. All right. Yes. Oh wow. Hanzo's now at the bottom. Ekka's working her way up. That's nice. Yeah, I haven't messed that up accidentally. Let's see. Still none of the newer heroes above the lowest of the regular ones. But almost. Almost. Why are all the heroes the same playtime? Because that's just how I've played it. What I've done.
Traveling to Dorado.
All systems checked out. Ready for combat maneuvers.
Bit weird.
Be reasonable.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Sling the vecchia.
Isn't it enough to be an engineer, Brigitte?
I felt like I had to do more. Papa, what do you think of my armor?
Not bad. Not bad. I'm glad you let me add a little something to it.
Pow!
Turning up the heat.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stopping the game.
Move on.
That's illegal. Stark, that's illegal. Can get arrested. I don't need to plan to be the highest level in Overwatch 2. If Overwatch 2 has levels, then my level in Overwatch 2 will be the exact same level that it is in Overwatch 1. Because everything is just getting transferred over. So I don't need to do anything. I'll still be the highest level in Overwatch 2. If levels continue to exist. No, the portrait doesn't change anymore because there aren't any more portraits to earn. So I'm just stuck at the highest one.
Ain't gonna dispense itself.
Last night. What happened last night? The Reinhardt. Let me show you something. See this number here? 81,829. That's how many games I've played. So, you know, one game isn't going to make any difference to me whatsoever. Whether I win, lose, doesn't really matter. It's all irrelevant. The important thing is you had fun. If you had fun, it was a good game, you know? The result at the end doesn't matter. Excuse me, please. There we go. People enter crime for various different reasons. For some, it's desperation. They need, you know, they have a great need, but no legal way, as far as they can see, of obtaining it in the time they need it. So they steal it instead. Other people steal because they feel good when they do it. Right? It's a rush. They do it for the adrenaline rush. That's why you get kleptomaniacs, people who steal stuff from shops for no other reason than just because it makes them feel good, right? Other people are genuinely mentally disturbed and they enjoy doing bad things to people. There's all varieties of different reasons. Some people do bad things because they see it as a lesser evil than doing something else.
Team up for special attack.
Our enemy's chances at success are lowering. Victory is imminent.
I mean, if you wanted to play licensed music, you'd need written permission from whoever holds that license. And it'd be up to them who they give that permission out to. Some license holders will be more open to giving permission out to smaller, you know, content creators. And others will not care. So, the mileage may vary on that one. Ugh. trying to get your ISP to sort it out.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
Tracer, you should be careful. We don't know the side effects of using the chronal accelerator.
Considering the alternatives, I'm willing to take the risks.
What a bunch of misfits and freaks what they got here. I love it.
Doc, like to have diverse headaches.
I've always said you should get your head examined.
Yeah, it's just bad enough to be annoying, but not much more, is what you're saying, right?
Capture objective A.
Enemy turret ahead.
Much better.
I am taking the objective. Reinforce this position.
I'm a tracer.
Be careful.
Sorry I'm late.
You're getting shot. I'm already tracer. Have an explosion. You're welcome.
Imagination. Oh, excuse me.
Goodbye. No, goodbye.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Caffeine just doesn't really do much for me at all.
Protect the payload.
Heroes never die.
I find I,
Armed and ready.
from my experience in the past, I find I can fairly pick up or give up any kind of addictive substances. Not that I've tried some really nasty addictive substances, but things like coffee and sugar, I can just give them up whenever I want, which I've done in the past. I was drinking energy drinks for a while and then was like, nah, don't want to do this anymore, so I didn't. I used to eat a lot of sweets and I was like, actually, nah. So I gave them up for a while. That'd be my trousers, if that's for me. My new trousers. Comfort food. That's a slippery slope.
need me to repeat myself?
Ready for the fireworks.
Can you cuddle a pigeon legally?
Somebody fetch
I don't
my
see why not. They probably won't want to though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I mean, pigeons are just wild animals, so you could adopt one as a pet if you wanted to. Here I am! Can you create a pigeon army? No, I doubt you could get too many pigeons to, you know, cooperate in that kind of way. I mean, to a certain extent you can train them. But, only if they're special homing pigeons. And homing pigeons, they only ever fly home, right? So, what you have to do, if you want to send a message back home, you take the homing pigeon with you. If you want to send a message, you let it go. Fly back home with the message. That works. You can't have two-way communication with homing pigeons unless they have a pigeon that flies to where you are. And you have a pigeon that flies to where they are, right? But the pigeon will only fly to that location if that's their home. Makes sense? But that means once you've sent one message, the pigeon is now home. So in order to do it again, you'd have to then retrieve that pigeon, bring it back to where you are, somehow, and then let it go again. Right? It's a very slow process. Well, there's a new moth in town, and its name is Echo.
Enemy turret down. Widowmaker here.
Yeah, you could have lots of pigeons that are all homed to a certain location. And then you can send lots of messages, but you're limited to the number of messages as you've got number of pigeons, right? Can't send any more than that.
Play of the game.
So British intelligence had a division called MI14, which was the pigeon division of British intelligence. Right. It was the official pigeon division of British intelligence, MI14. And yeah, there were quite a few distinguished members of MI14, some of which did some rather valuable work, right?
I can't wait to get into the fight.
What's my mystery heroes up to now? I'll have a look. Hold on. One moment. Just browsing Twitter. Just close that. What's my mystery here is that now? 433. No, MI14 is now defunct. It doesn't exist anymore. The need for homing pigeons is no longer necessary. We've got far better modes of communication that are far more robust and expedient. But yeah, when I went to Bletchley Park last time, I think, they had a little room dedicated to MI14 with a little mini documentary about one pigeon in particular that saved a whole platoon of soldiers by flying, I think, what was it, something like 1,000 miles or something, all the way from somewhere in Europe all the way back home to let the British Navy know not to shoot on a town, because otherwise they'd kill British troops, right? Because the platoon's job was to capture this town, right? And the Navy was on standby in case they failed to capture this town. They just shell the town from offshore, right? To ensure that any enemies that were residing in that town were destroyed.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Now, the platoon managed to successfully capture the town, but their radio was rendered unusable during the process, so they were unable to radio back and say, yeah, we've successfully captured this town, don't shoot at us. And all they had was this one pigeon, right? This one pigeon. So they had to send this pigeon away with the message, we've successfully captured the town, do not shell the town, we're still in here, right? And the pigeon managed to get back just minutes before the Navy started shelling the town. So they managed to save. The pigeon ended up getting a medal for saving the whole platoon. Quite incredible, really. Yeah, Bletchley Park is where Alan Turing cracked the Enigma code, indeed. It's well worth a visit if you haven't been. Very good day out. They got working replicas of the machines they used back in the day. What's your tag again, Mart?
Group up with me. Sniper, don't get caught.
Activating the barrier.
Oh.
Join with me. Thank you. Lower left is ready. Advance movement. Charging.
It's quite incredible how a pigeon can fly thousands of miles and end up exactly where they're meant to be.
My
Right.
business, my rules.
From thousands of miles away, they can fly exactly where they need to be.
I'm out of here.
Wow. Inbuilt sat-navs. Without the satellites.
Clearing the area.
Score 1-1. I take Leo. Alright, game face on.
I think the prevailing theory on how homing works within birds like homing pigeons is that they have a magnetic sense, right? They can sense the magnetic field of the earth, and they use that to navigate their way to where they want to go, which is pretty neat. I mean, a sort of biological compass of sorts, right? That helps them direct their way in the right direction. So in a way they can remember, the way I understand it, they can remember the magnetic configuration of their home, right? So they use the magnetic waves and stuff to try and find where that home feeling is in the magnetic fields of the earth. Oh yeah. Well, we can do one better than that. Eventually it'll be possible just to implant a human with a mobile phone, basically, in their brain. Instead of having a device in your pocket, it'll just be in your brain. And you can interface directly with it. So, if you want to go somewhere, you just think about going somewhere, and the route will be available to you as you need it. You'll just know where to go. Pretty neat. Oh yeah, people will be in a very sort of daydreamy state a lot. Because they'll be interfacing on their implants with the internet as a whole. Tips on how to keep the game fun. Don't take the game too seriously. If you take the game too seriously, you'll have less fun. Remember, it's only a game. Whether you win or lose doesn't really matter in the end, in the grand scheme of things. Especially if you play something like competitive. Competitive isn't necessarily about winning and losing. It's about improving, and you can improve whether you win or lose. In fact, losing is usually more helpful than winning in terms of improving. Because there's more areas then to point to and say, yeah, I could improve here. Or, yeah, I could improve there, right? Losses usually teach you more, but that's if you're willing to listen, right? And learn those lessons that the losses teach you. For me, I don't care about getting good, I just play because it's fun. And I want to keep having fun, so I keep just playing for fun, you know? Learning a language is like learning a skill. It's not involuntary, right?
I will prove myself.
You don't accidentally ride a bike, right?
Sigma present. I'm taking the point.
Yeah, wins can teach you what you did right, but you don't improve by only doing the things you did right. You improve by learning what you can improve. Because when you do things wrong and you recognize that you did something wrong, that's an area that you need to get better in. Right? There's always areas that need improvement, and losses help teach you those areas better than wins do. Because a win could have not been a result of your play at all. You could have made a ton of mistakes and still won, because the rest of your team just did that much extra work. So just because you win doesn't mean you did nothing wrong. You're always making mistakes. Winning just means you made less mistakes as a team than the other team. Right? You could have done the lion's share of all the mistakes on your team, whether you win or lose. Hello? Do the thing. No, it's not doing the thing. Yeah, I can invite you. Give me a moment.
Level up.
No, I was 2 levels behind. Oh, more credits.
Level up.
Good. Anyone else for an invite? Start call now. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. You played comp right. Well, hopefully. Because that's usually more effective than playing comp wrong.
Welcome to Blizzard World. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Why has one kid got 3 balloons? Isn't that a bit selfish? Come on, dude. Share. Maybe 2 of the balloons are for his parents, so he's just holding on to all of them. Maybe. So you lifted Zen off the payload, so they could keep pushing it. Yeah, Sigma's ult is good for that. No! Rude.
Baptiste here.
Objective lost.
Checking in the game.
Death walks among you.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. Just get them off the payload. There are a few ults that are good for that, but I think Six does it best. It's illegal to cough, and I'm gonna get arrested. I'll cough on the police as well. Don't come near me or I'll cough on you. Thick and hog. Ow. Hog twice.
Our world is worth fighting for. 76.
Yeah, some people do that and then they get arrested. The things like public endangerment and that kind of stuff. Winston.
Your safety is my primary concern.
Your safety?
Current outlook, current outlook, current outlook.
Sigma,
Negative.
present.
Aw, Orisa sad.
Current outlook, yes.
Oh no. You're gonna burn.
Life is more.
Oh yeah. I'm a fat hooker.
Enemy turret up ahead.
Ah, yes, greetings. Excuse me. I'm trying to hook. I'm trying to be a fat hooker. And you're trying to be annoying. Stop it. Get some help. Alright. Stop it! Get some help! Oh no. I got some dead.
Play of the game.
Bad. Well. You know, tomorrow, Factorio 1.0 is coming out. Wow. It's been in beta this whole time. So I'll probably be playing some of that tomorrow. It is Friday, after all. Factorio is a game about creating, and get this, factories. Wow.
Hey Ben, check this out.
I don't stream on Fridays. Well, I'm doing Euro Truck until I get bored of Euro Truck. That's what I'm doing on those last 2 hours. Now, that may not be entirely the case, because if Overwatch 2 is able to be something I can stream before I get bored of a Euro Truck, I'll stream that instead. And not just for the last 2 hours. For all of it. An empty memory stick. Did you forget where you stored it? Four gigs. Lol. What a tiny memory stick.
I will protect you. I'm so scared.
My ultimate is charging.
You know, when I was a kid,
Echo here.
Soldier 76, reporting for duty.
computers were so much more primitive than they are now. I remember being shocked when I saw a specific game, which I think was Total Annihilation, being 300 megs in size. I remember that. I was thinking, wow, that's a huge game. How am I going to fit that on my hard drive? Those hard drives were like 4 gigs back then. It's like... Total Annihilation was an amazing game. Still is. You can still get it. You can get it really cheap as well. I think recently it was £2 on GOG. Oh yeah.
One shot, one kill.
If we ever crack graphene chips, that will make all our current technology look pathetic in comparison. A graphene processor can run theoretically up to 1,000 times as fast as a traditional silicon CPU. 1,000 times.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
Now, graphene technology currently has 2 main issues that have yet to be surpassed. One is the manufacturing process. There hasn't been a manufacturing process found yet that can produce graphene of high enough quality to use for electronics of any significant amount. Because in order to make super efficient electronics out of graphene, you need a perfect graphene sheet. And a graphene sheet is 1 molecule thick, right? So it's very, 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 very difficult to create a graphene sheet that has no imperfections. So once we crack that, that's going to be one of the hurdles surpassed. The other one is its fragility. It's although it's very strong in certain aspects, in others less so. So we'll need to find a way to make it more durable over time and produce perfect sheets of graphene. Once we can do those 2, we can make all kinds of very, very good stuff with graphene. It would really revolutionize the electronics computer industry. Yeah, it's probably a few decades off yet. That kind of processing power would also allow artificial intelligence to make leaps and bounds in terms of its complexity. So, yeah, that could potentially be quite dangerous. Yeah, 500,000k. No. Resolutions are determined by physics, not computing power. can only go so small. Yeah, if we poke the hornet's nest of AI, we could be stung rather badly. Anyway, it's time for Breck. Hello. Jenny found me, didn't ya? Anyway. Shall we carry on? Do you want to play, Jenny? Can you play Overwatch? But I need to play, Jenny.
The perfect research assistant.
It's not a good time for a slope right now.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
We have a problem. Sorry about that. That was awesome.
You got chocolate ice cream. Nice. Do you want some ice cream, Jenny? No. No. Plain chocolate. Oh. Does it fly? Aw. Broke the wall. Imagine if you could just go through that wall, it would just shatter and you'd go straight through it. Pin someone on the other side. It's like, surprise! Why doesn't a Diva bomb destroy an entire building, you know? You're not useless, you're Uwu. Oh dear. Ulcer. Yeah, that'll go down in a day or two. Had it for almost a week. Wow. We tried using mouthwash and flush out the antibacterial.
watching over you.
A skyscraper, huh?
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Oh no! Alright.
Together, we are strong. It's only a game. What? It's only a game. It's only a game. What? It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
Here's a question. Why is it easier to find out what the weather will be than it is to find out what the weather has been?
I'll be watching over you.
Because you get weather forecasts all over the place, right? But what about weather records? How do I find out what the weather has been? Surely that would be easier to find because it's certain, right? Weather forecasts are speculative. Just make Google go into the past. Doesn't quite work like that, no. Because then you just get past forecasts, not actual records. So, for example, let's go on the Met Office's website, which is the place in the UK that does the weather, right? Yeah, they just decide what the weather shall be and they make that happen, right? So where do I find on their website what the weather has been? It's all about the future and not the past. Where's their record of what the weather has been, you know? Past UK weather events, right? Events. That's just notable occurrences of weather rather than just the weather, right?
Why does that feel like an accusation?
Seems rather odd, doesn't it? You have enough inventory credits for the next 13 special skins. Oh, nice. You've been hoarding them. Alright. So you got what? 2,600 points? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, where are the weather archives?
No dying on my watch.
Da 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 da. Good. Add weather archives. I wanna go on a weather website, right, and go backwards as well as forwards. Just find out what the weather was in the exact same view, right? I don't have to go digging through the internet to find the archives. I just type in a place, and I can scroll backwards and forwards as much as I like. Forwards not so much because it's difficult to forecast weather. But backwards as far as their records go, you know? What's the problem with that? They could do it so they show their prediction and then the actual weather, and then you can compare how accurate their predictions are over time. That'd be interesting, right? That'd be interesting. And then you could try and figure out through lots of research who is the most accurate weather service by comparing their archival data with their archival forecasts. It'd be interesting. You could post it in my Discord if you wish. There's a channel for that. If it's shameless self-promotion, there's a specific channel for shameless promotion on my Discord. So feel free to post it there. There'll be a more permanent link there as well.
No dying on my watch. Regen up.
Zarya, ready for duty.
Better than putting it in a fleeting Twitch chat that it will be gone soon, you know? I did that a while ago. For a while.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Guess you missed it. I did Sky Factory 4 for a while, yes.
Score.
It's on my YouTube.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Yes.
After you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Behind the scenes of what, though? There's a setup video. Have you seen my setup video? Exclamation mark setup if you want to see my setup video. Oh man.
I am taking the objective.
World is worth fighting for.
Thanks, Mama.
Oh yeah. Nice. Ah, poop.
Never stop fighting. Don't be scared.
La 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 la. Hey. No, stop shooting me. Oh man, they shot me.
Symmetra reporting.
Together we are strong.
Cozy. It's just about the right size for what I use it for. I'd say it's probably around 10 to 12 square meters or something. It's not a huge area, but
Never stop fighting for what you
a functional space. Ah, not the feet. Oh, I got one a limb. Nice. Wow, no votes for anyone. Just no one bothered. Alright. Have you ever tried watching more than one thing at once? It doesn't work very well. It just doesn't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There are videos on YouTube where people have taken like every episode of a season of a TV show and put it all on the one video at the same time. And it's just a mess.
One shot, one kill.
No. It's like that one Dexter's Lab episode. Omelette du fromage.
Anna checking in. Hey, check.
I'll be watching over
Objective lost.
Omelette du fromage. Yeah. Yeah. It's often easier to remember completely useless stuff than rather stuff you actually need to know. Oh yeah. Could you tell me what the most useless thing you remember is? Just all the time? Just at any time on any day, someone could ask you about that thing and you'd be able to tell them, even though it's completely useless and you don't need it at all.
You got what's coming.
A group of pugs is called a grumble. Okay. It's like, why would you ever need to know that kind of stuff? It's just... A group of crows is called a murder. I mean, who cares, you know? He broke his collarbone on a pillow.
Out of existence.
How?
This will heal you.
A pigeon only has one hole. What are you talking about? Pigeons have buttholes and mouth holes. In terms of big holes, right? They got tons of tiny holes around their body as well. What are you talking about?
What is that melody? Activating the barrier.
Yeah, you can make pigeons explode by feeding them
No one can hide from my sight.
Alka-Seltzer, right? Yeah. The stuff that froths up when you put it in water or whatever. It releases so much gas they can't fart it out. They can't fart. So that gas just builds up and up and up until it's too much. And then they just explode.
Moira by your side.
I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, oh no. Never done it myself because that's cruel. But apparently that's what happens. For some reason, there was one day where YouTube started recommending me like rat and mouse trap videos, where there was one guy testing all sorts of different rat and mouse traps. It was interesting. I don't know why YouTube suddenly decided to show me all that, but okay. The most effective type of mouse trap is basically just a big bucket with a little sort of platform that's basically just a little tube, and the mouse will run on the tube and it'll just turn and they'll fall into the bucket, and if you put some water at the bottom of the bucket they'll end up drowning because they can't get out of the bucket. And that's the most effective kind of mousetrap. To tempt them in there, you want the little platform low enough so they can't just climb out of the bucket. So you want to put a hole in the side of the bucket, either side, right? And then dangle some like bait in the middle, so they have to crawl to the center to get the bait. But by the time they've done that, the little roller in the center is rolled over and they've fallen in. There are a various different number of variations on that. There's also like a seesaw design where they have to walk out a certain distance before it then drops them in. So they won't know it's a trap until they're falling. And then it's too late. Why is there just a random picture of some glasses in the images chat, Stark? What's that got to do with anything? Yeah, I didn't just wake up one day and have a massive beard. It had to grow. Yeah, so there's a big cup next to a little cup, so what?
Now entering King's Row.
The government here has such a medieval view towards omnibus.
All you wrote is cup, so what does that mean? What cup are you trying to show? You know? It's not enough of a description for us to know what you're trying to show. Is there something weird about the cup? Is it not a cup at all? No?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence. Capture objective A.
Oh man.
Personality synchronization 100%. Good to be back.
See-through cake. Why would you want see-through cake?
Flight routine activated. Stabilizing system core. Changing position.
Well, you can get something called sugar glass. Now, sugar glass is used mostly in the movie industry because it's easily shatterable. But you can make edible sugar glass if you want to, just for the hell of it. And since the show Breaking Bad came out, there have been people making edible glass and dyeing it with blue food dye to make basically edible meth, which is essentially what they did in the show anyway. It's just blue sugar glass. And that show apparently also influenced the meth trade. More meth dealers started dyeing their meth blue because of that show to try and sell more of it. Which makes sense, right?
Comes honor. With honor.
I'll capture this objective myself if I have to.
The thing is, though, pure meth is not blue. It's just colorless, you know. The show made up the blue meth to make it, you know, more interesting. Adding a food coloring would reduce the purity of the meth, not increase it, right? That would be pretty funny if that's the case, though, wouldn't it? The show about the drugs is the cover for the drugs. Yeah, it's very good. And the people buying the drugs on the show are actually real people buying real drugs. Drugs. The thing is, though, there's nothing wrong with drugs inherently. As long as you go in knowing what you're getting yourself in for, it should be your choice, right? It shouldn't be up to the government or the police to decide what you do with your own body. If you decide you want to take the risk of killing yourself, that should be up to you. It's not up to the government or the police to interfere with that. As long as you go in informed, then everything else is up to you. I'd never do drugs myself. It just doesn't appeal to me. Whether they're legal or not, I wouldn't care for it. Alcohol is legal and I don't drink that. Cigarettes are legal and I don't smoke them. You know? I don't want to mess up my health. Hi, Board. I'm Dave. So you're gonna change your Twitch name again to Board? That username probably exists already, though.
Build 'em up, break 'em down.
Let's have a look. Twitch.tv/board. Hold on, I spelled it wrong. Board. Ah, wait, it doesn't exist. It's probably a Roblox. Why is Prime Gaming giving away Roblox content? Oh, for goodness sake.
This will help. The payload is secure. Move it out. Ash here. Thank you.
I'm guessing you can't change your name right now, G. How you changed it too recently.
Let them up.
Get healed.
I'm curious as to whether that's something someone could actually do, because it doesn't come up with someone's channel when you type it in. However, some words you just can't set your name to. It doesn't allow you for no apparent reason. So
Let's keep it going.
do you have another account? Are you gonna try and create one?
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
There is toxicity in every single bracket. Every single one. There are throwers in every single bracket. There are levers in every single bracket. What's that? What is that? Poking May's face. Excuse me, please. I'm scratching my face.
No dying on my watch.
There's the problem, though. How do you know if you're fighting for the right thing? Because in your mind it is the right thing, but how do you know if objectively it's right? It says the username isn't taken, but isn't working. Yeah. That's happened before. When Max was trying to change his name to Cafe, it wouldn't work. Even though there is no cafe on Twitch. So, yeah. I don't know. It looks like they've blocked certain words. Maybe every word in the dictionary, but not all of them, because ninja, for example, exists. So, it's a bit weird.
10 seconds.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, that hook. Hook 1.0, anyone? Good. $3,300 SR. Who's $3,300 SR? No. Do you see me? Do you feel me? Uh-huh. Thought so. Bum, bum, bum. Well, some people say that you exist as long as you are not forgotten. Right. As long as you exist in someone's memory, you exist. Which is fair, you know? Which means eventually no one will exist because no one will exist to remember anyone. But, you know, is what it is, really. No, I'm not ready. I'm dead. I'm gonna eat a jelly baby. No, that's not what I said. If you die, and people still remember you, you're not truly dead. Until they forget. And then forgetting may involve them dying too. Because you can't remember anything if you're dead. That's not true. And you can't know that. You don't know how long you'll live. Religions fall in and out of favour. Some quicker than others. And hopefully, one day, religion will mostly be forgotten by everyone. Because it's a waste of time. And unproductive. No, really. I don't have I don't have anything against anyone believing whatever the hell they want. You can believe you're a flying chicken orbiting Venus for all I care. As long as you don't interfere with anyone else's right to, you know, enjoy the life they choose. But religion does a lot more harm than good, in my view. It'd be better if it didn't exist at all.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.
Doesn't matter whether it's smart or not, that's what I said. The Church of Torbjorn.
I'll be watching over you. You should be at peak performance levels.
Mercy on call.
Can you have a what now?
Your support has arrived.
I mean, you only need to look at what's happening in the Middle East and what's been happening for hundreds, if not thousands of years in that area of the world. People in wars over which god they worship or how they choose to worship that same god, right? A god which was made up to begin with. So it's just not worth having.
There's no stopping me once I get into a rhythm.
The primary purpose of religions is control. It's a very simple way of controlling people. And it's worked for thousands of years. You make up some stuff about a god and what the rules that god has set forth to get people to conform, and ultimately put yourself on top as the speaker for God, right? And then they have to come to you for advice on what to do, and in the end it's going to benefit you a lot. All these offerings to God you can then just claim as your own because you are God's speaker, right? It's a power trip. Right. By being a chosen speaker of a made-up deity, you can have essentially made-up power, which makes you feel good, right? Yeah, exactly. Give me 10% of your income. Why? God. Okay, thanks. I have lots of money now. That's how it works. Oh yeah. It's a big old lie. And one that's very convenient for people to perpetuate, because a lot of people have gotten very rich over the God lie. Right. Look at how many people have become rich by being famous religious people on television and such. They've got these massive churches and they always tell people, oh, make sure you give money to the church. And where does that money go? The people who run the church. And they get very rich. The bigger your church, the more money you get. Right? It's probably one of the best ways of getting rich is starting a religion, because it's incredibly effective. Why do you think Scientology is so expensive? It's extremely expensive to be a Scientologist. The creator of Scientology understood that you can get very rich through religion, so he created a religion. Oh yeah. People in power tend to abuse that power. If given enough power and enough time, they tend to abuse the power they've been given. Not everyone does, but a large amount of people tend to abuse power after a while. Oh, you jinxed it again, Stark. Good job. The church wouldn't have had to invent hell if they had a convincing case for why people should follow their religion. But it just wasn't convincing enough, so they invented hell to encourage people to follow their religion more, right? Turn or burn, right? There's very little about hell in the actual Bible. Very, very little. Oh, level up. It.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
What a bunch of misfits and freaks.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
It is not my preference to see you as personal. I will
Attack commencing. Escort.
Привет!
My business? Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Somebody fetch my butt. Yeah, kill them. No, don't die. Oh, okay.
I will prove myself.
Oh, well, at least you got the sun. Da, 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 da. Oh.
Mace to the face.
Trick or treat.
Reality bends to my will.
La 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 la. No, no, no.
Control link established.
Zenyatta is
I am on fire. I will lead us to victory.
Where is victory? Not Essex. That's fine. Essex. Okay. Ah! Experience. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Push the payload. 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 Yeah, we pushed the payload. Push the payload.
Play of the game.
Phobos. That's the name of one of Mars's moons. Although it's less of a moon and more of just an asteroid that happened to start orbiting Mars. Phobos, meaning fear, is the personification of fear in Greek mythology. Phobos was the son of Ares and Aphrodite, but does not have a distinct role in mythology outside of being his father's attendant.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
Phobos has a mean radius of 11 kilometers. So yeah, just an asteroid basically. And it's the larger of Mars's two moons, right? It's 7 times as massive as the outer moon, Deimos. Here's the thing though, Phobos will eventually break up and become rings around Mars, which is neat.
I'm calling the shots.
It's slowly spiraling inward. And will eventually hit the Roche limit of Mars, which means that the gravitational forces on either side of the rock reach such a differential that it pulls the moon apart. Right? So it's like it's being stretched more and more as it gets closer to Mars, and eventually just will shatter and eventually create a nice ring around Mars of debris. Should be rather cool. That's not going to be for a while though. Millions of years. So yeah, we won't get to see that. 50 million years. Yeah. About 50 million years. You can eat a whole lot of Marmite in that time, yeah? Indeed. Do you know what Marmite comes from? Do you know how they get it? Yeah, but how do they make Marmite? Where does it come from? Yeah, but what does that mean? So what that means is Marmite comes from the scum that accumulates when they make beer. So they scrape off all this weird goopy scum and then call it Marmite and put it in jars. Tastes good though, eh? Whee! Vegemite. I don't know about Vegemite. It's the same thing. It is made from leftover brewer's yeast extract, a byproduct of beer manufacturer, and various vegetable and spice additives. So basically, Vegemite is Marmite, but with extra stuff added to it. One of the richest sources known of vitamin B. Yes. Seasoned Marmite, yes indeed. So if you like Marmite, you probably like Vegemite as well. It's fairly similar. Apparently, Vegemite is illegal in the US. Why? Apparently because it contains folate, which, under a technicality, America allows to be added only to breads and cereals. The US Food and Drug Administration doesn't allow the import of Vegemite simply because the recipe does have the addition of folic acid. It's just a technicality, there's no real reason for it. It's just stupid. So if you live in the US, you can't get Vegemite because the US Food and Drug Administration is like, nah. I don't like it, so no one should have it. Am I gonna play ranked? Nope. Greetings, Hentai Prince 03. For goodness sake. I told that guy to put it in the shameless promotion channel and not general chat. Goodness.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Let's get to it.
And they say chivalry. And they say chivalry is dead. And they say chivalry is dead.
5,
And they say chivalry.
3, 2, 1.
Why did you ask? Excuse me, I tried to hook. How many hour you play on Overwatch? Yes. All things considered, about 18,000. Career profile almost 10,000. How rude. Sake! Whee! Oh. Why though?
No. I might need this later.
Yes.
No. Looking for me?
Okay. Do, 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 ba, ba, ba. I think you fell down, Taz. You might have fallen down. Lol. What happened to my translocator?
Mercy on call. Everything can be hacked.
Fan noise.
Best round lost.
Yeah, greetings. Karuchi.
0-1. Science will reveal the truth.
What about marmalade?
Everyone signed their
I know.
insurance policies.
What marmalade?
Never second best.
Marmalade's good too. Paddington Bear, you know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Bam, 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 ba-da-da-da, bam, bam, bam. Paddington.
The objective is now active.
Second in the game.
I shoot you, haha. Yes, Paddington is just a British thing.
My business, my rules. Somebody fetch my butt.
I'm on fire.
Somebody fetch my butt.
No.
Yes. Yes.
More grease to your elbow.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Oh no.
I've got you. Would you like to speak
Order
of
of
me?
Iron Star.
I've missed a piece of cake.
If you could do any spell, what would it be and why would it be summoning cake?
Only through conflict.
You could, you know, you could start up a nice cake shop and sell lots of cake, make loads of money. It'd be good. It'd be good. Yeah, you could feed the homeless cake and get them fat.
Play of the game.
Get them addicted to cake. That wouldn't be good, G. You'd just cause massive inflation and be back in the same problem, just worse. So, no, that's not a good idea, just summoning money out of thin air. It'd be better if you could wave a magic wand and make all those really rich people actually care about poor people. Then things would change. The thing is, if you make the rich poor, they just get rich again. It's like that one episode of Simpsons. They just get rich again and be back to where they were, right? Because they know how to get rich. That's the thing. They know how to do it, so they just do it again.
What is it like to have the chance to change the past?
Sometimes it doesn't want to change.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Let's get to it already!
Summoning things out of nothing causes inflation or depreciation. So if you summon money, you cause inflation and make money worth less. And if you summon gold, you make gold worth less. So neither solves any kind of problem.
Business, my rules.
Could summon demons. Look, I was talking about summoning cake, okay? Cake. Because cake is delicious, alright? Oh, massive fan of cake, but you know, cake is still nice. It would look like cake.
Only through conflict do we evolve.
Look, they added the meat Eevee thing before they messed up the airport, okay? Oh, did they? No, they didn't. They added them at the same time. Yeah. They added them at the same time. Because Orisa came before Doomfist.
The true enemy of humanity is this
Impressive.
Yeah, this map wasn't originally destroyed now. Originally, the payload was a capsule of glass, and inside that capsule of glass was Doomfist's gauntlet. That's what originally was there. And then they turned that from that into a smashed glass canister with no gauntlet, although technically the gauntlet was still there, but it was invisible, so it looked like it was gone, because that was easier than just removing it. And then they just made it completely opaque and just wrote some letters on the side. So it's likely that the gauntlet is actually still in the payload. It's just you can't see it. It might still be there though. It might be able to see it if you could see through the payload. I don't know. Or possibly they kept it invisible, so although it's still there, you can't even see it. Or it's not there at all. So
Farah, on guard.
I guess I could look in the replay viewer, stick my head through the payload and see if I can see the gauntlet.
Personality synchronization 100%.
That's an idea,
Good
isn't
to be
it?
back. 60 seconds remaining.
Going free.
Why are they sharing their plan with us? Why did they tell us they both have ult?
Together we are strong. Ready for battle.
I am checking in. There's no way I'm moving. Attack! Negative.
Ah no, the hands.
Play of the game.
Daddy. What? Eventually, I'll have to bring up some saplings, you know.
Enough waiting around.
Teach them about the world.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Think you can keep up with me?
Nope. Think you can keep up with me? Nope. Right, that's fair.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
No.
5, 4,
Quick cordon?
3,
No.
1.
Quick
Attack
cordon?
commence.
No. For one.
Escort the payload.
Quick cordon? Fall back.
How rude. They didn't like my winky face. What's next?
It's a perfect day for some dipstick.
It's a perfect day for some dipstick. Ah, he made me poop everywhere. Explodey poops.
With every death comes honor. Okay.
Reduce your
My ultimate. My ultimate. No one can hide.
I'll be watching.
Well, 6v6 elimination is not currently available in the arcade mode. Let me heal you. Let me damage boost. Hold on.
Torbjörn, ready to burn.
Let me help. Let me help you. Let me help. Let me help. No. Oh! I'm just trying to help.
Got it. Ready for duty.
You're going for the ping high score? Hello. That's good. I'm just a ball. I'm just a ball. Leave me alone. Why? Why do you hate the ball? No! Ball is dead.
30 seconds. The true enemy of humanity is disorder.
I thought people sucked balls, not were sucked by balls. Or am I wrong? I'm not.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Impressive.
Such a lack of imagination.
Hello.
Ah, such a lack of imagination. Namaste.
Namaced.
Teleporter online.
Have a teleporter. Right, let's go ahead and do this. There we go, lovely. Now just kill him and we'll sort it out.
Let's keep this moving.
Come on, kill him. They have to respawn and then they can fall for my trap. It's a trap!
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Oh no! You're ruining it for me.
Appreciation.
Widowmaker here.
Okay, good.
The payload, so get it moving.
Alvida. Goodbye.
Well, none of them are dead yet. Make them dead. Make them dead.
Such a lack of imagination. Reality is my. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yep. Oh, Torque died. Okay, I've got a victim. But who will it be? And will they come out that left side? It's Farah. Oh no! Got him. Nice. I got him.
Much better.
They're gonna come out that side. Nice. Keep going. No. No. Aw. At least I had a bit of fun at this spawn. That's when I was messing with the Widow. Just don't sleep at all. Yeah. Oh well, my stream has been frozen on my laptop for about 3 hours. That's nice. Oops. Good. Didn't even see that.
struggle is for the superiority
Happy
of
Halloween!
individuals.
Happy Halloween!
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All systems operational. Diva, ready for combat. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. If you can keep up with me.
I do quote. Paste in shameless promotion.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And then delete the original. Alright, there we go. Papa Ziballoons! Oh wait. There's enemies already here, what? Doomfist is the best sniper. Jeff said so. Who's AFK? Oh no.
Stop the aiming.
Oh no.
Helden sterben nicht.
Patience, patience, patience.
They got 4 silver borders, and we got 3 silver borders and a gold border and a diamond border. Yeah, nice. They got 2 piggies and 2 Zayas. Why? Excuse me. What a fat hooker.
Personality synchronization 100%. Good to be back.
I'm on fire. Everyone follow me.
Searching at old Overwatch speculation videos is pretty hilarious. To see how wrong people ended up being, it's quite funny.
I dreamt I was frightened. But
I could use some assistance.
Yeah, go for a bit. Okie dokie. You're gonna be back for some trucking later. Okay, cool.
Build, I need healing.
Oh, miss trucking. Yarp.
Heroes never die.
Why am I being abandoned again? There's only not half an hour left. And then I got my din-dins. Come on, dude. Yeah! Got him.
Justice ain't gonna dispense.
Hammer kill, best kill.
Hold up now.
What's scarier than a Torb running at you with his hammer? A 10-foot Torb running at you with his hammer.
what is that melody?
The true enemy of humanity is this.
Or maybe even a 20-foot Torb running at you with his hammer. You know, once they actually give us that scaling option on the workshop, we can do that. Why have a normal hammer match when you can have like 60 foot Torb hammer match, yeah? Yeah? Just make 2 huge Torbs and have them fight with a hammer. Easy mode. Just do it on the really large workshop map. It'd be easy. You'd have to speed them up in terms of running speed though, otherwise they'd run far too slowly. Right. I haven't made it yet. But once scaling is live, I'll make that. Because it'll be hilarious. I guess they found some bugs last minute that they needed to sort out. And I'll put it down eventually. That's it.
Cheers, love. The cat cheeky.
Captain Junkrat, ready to touch fire.
Din din soon. What can I eat for din dins? Probably food. If I had to guess, probably some kind of food. Don't you touch my spaghetti! Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Think about it this way. Why would Blizzard be putting scaling in if they hadn't already experimented with it for new heroes? Could there be a new hero in the future that messes with scaling? Perhaps. Overwatch Ant-Man?
No one can hide from light's sight.
That'd be neat. Because you have to think, everything they add to the workshop could have something to do with the new hero. And they're like, hey, why not add this as a workshop thing? Because people would like messing with that. You know? They've already made the tech. So they might as well add it to the workshop. But that doesn't necessarily mean everything they add to the workshop is a clue for a hero. Some of them might have nothing to do with the hero development, but it's always a possibility. I mean, a hero that can make other enemy heroes bigger means you could make them bigger just as they're trying to go through a doorway, and then they just can't get through the doorway. It's like, oh no. And they're easier to hit too, yeah, exactly. So they're basically stuck behind a doorway they can't fit through in a massive size, much easier to hit. And then, you know, primary fire would grow them, secondary fire would shrink them, so you could shrink your team members so they're harder to hit. Grow the enemies so they're easier to hit. You know, it'd be quite cool. Quite neat. The problem is, though, think about it this way. If you shrink your allied Reinhardt, his barrier would be smaller, right? So maybe you want to grow your Reinhardt on your team, so he has a bigger barrier. You know? If you grew Mei, would her wall be bigger so it can control more? Did you kill them as Sombra and they're still Sombra? But oh, we won anyway. Make Winston really small, then you get a tiny little bubble.
Little angry Winston, rah! Did someone say peanut butter?
Yeah, that board of Zoomberger's weird. And they'll get rid of it at some point. It's only a visual thing. One more game and I'll level up to 75. Nice. No, every now and then I think, what if Jeff was hiding in my Twitch chat, just trying to get ideas for new content, you know?
Traveling to Nepal.
What would Jeff be calling himself on Twitch? Something unassuming.
I'm not one for standing around.
Something you'd never suspect.
And they say sugar. And they say and they say
A defeat? You see, that's a one-word Twitch username, right? So, one-word Twitch usernames do work, just not all the time. Just a bit weird. So you can have feet, but you can't have board or cafe or lots of other stuff. It's a bit strange. That's something I'd ask if at my next TwitchCon if I remembered. Why are certain words blocked from being usernames when they're completely unassuming normal words that people use in normal conversation, you know? Cafe, board, and lots of other stuff that just doesn't work. I think coffee is also not taken but also not allowed. Why would you not want coffee? I mean, it's coffee. Why would that not be allowed? That would never work. Jump's not gonna work. Do it anyway. Do it. Nah, don't be chicken. Do the jump. I'm gonna try again. Ready? Oh, not quite. Almost though, isn't it? It's almost. Almost. Might be possible. Just need to figure out how. You okay there, G? You almost died. Yeah, you ready? You ready? Ah! I jumped so high there. Hello. Greetings. How dare you! I was trying to do another jump.
EMP activated. Thank you.
Oh well. These things happen from time to time. Will it be Trucking Adventures 12 today? I think so.
Best way to win is to burn it all down.
Just burn it all down and then start again. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I was holding right click without even realizing. That's a bit weird.
Score 0-1.
only through conflict will you evolve. Once the mission starts,
What level is your cave stuff now? Yeah, the top 5 fastest times in the world for piano tiles. Okay. 19 to 39. Oh, quite a large range there. How long did it take you to earn that?
Your safety is my primary concern.
You want to do 2v1 after this?
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Widowmaker here.
Cool.
Reaper here.
Just
Greetings.
Hey. Bye.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you... I was just dancing.
My business? Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Winston reporting.
Somebody fetch my butt.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Nope. Oh, yep. Oh, whoops. Accidental yep.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody.
No. Aw. Why will no one fetch my butt? Hold on. 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 I'm just doing the world tour of Mega Health Packs. Don't worry me. Don't mind me. Don't.
No one can hide from my sight.
You tapped 50 times in 3.015 seconds. Not too difficult.
Coming at you.
25 times a second. That's pretty slow, actually. Thinking about it. Yeah, let's do 2v1.
Play of the game.
La la la. Oops, I left the group. Polo money would have been nice, but oh well. I'm now under 5,000 gold away from $1 million. Oh. Alright, give me a lead. Give me lead. Give me lead. Give me lead. Thank you. Alright, good. I clicked open loot box and it kicked me out the group. Okay, let's go. Let's kill G. I'm dead. No, not quite. Oh, now I'm dead. Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ah, nice one. He didn't even get shot.
True self is without.
You can only use 2 fingers. Uh-huh. Well, it's easy with 2 fingers. I was thinking it was 1 finger. Wee! Okay, then. This is really just 1v1 and I'm here. I'm kind of just here for the 1v1. Oh, whoops, hello. I distracted for a bit, it's fine.
Science will reveal the truth.
I suck. Oh, I lost some frames. Ah, geez, 1. Usually blah. Alright. Well, you got some catching up to do, G. Easy enough. Stop making excuses and win. Just fly. Fly, fly. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, why don't you shoot the Christmas tree? Okay, good.
4-1.
Okay, good. I almost did it.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt.
Oops. Oops. Wow, I got destroyed there. Did you give up on no hammer already? That didn't last long.
It's a perfect day for some dipstick.
Well, I'm half dead already. Well, I'm mostly dead already. Well, I'm dead already. Yeah, CG is making a comeback. I love the jump. Oh, with BAP, it's so good. Yeah! Restart. Oh, Marissa again. Oh wait, I wasn't Marissa. Oh, I was in the first round. Yeah. I almost had you off. Ooh, nice. Shoot your face. Shoot your face.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. What is this? Boing. Oh, almost died. Oh, actually died. Привет! Okay. I don't know if you can win this dog. You can try. I don't know. It would probably been better to save the Togelstein until G ulted and then just destroyed him there. Yeah. No. Just one shot. There you go. Nice. Wonder if you could make the fire strike homing. That'd be neat.
Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butt. Somebody fetch my butler.
Somebody fetch my butt. But why isn't that sweet?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Fight. Match point.
You'd lose for sure then, Stark. I don't know, maybe. Because G wouldn't be distracted at all by me if I was on this team. Or maybe a little bit, because I'm on this team, but don't know.
There is no
Dunno.
obligation to the universe to make sense to you. Activating the barrier.
Oh. That didn't work as well as you thought, huh? Wow. I think this game is trying to tell you you suck, G. Yeah. Or, you know, in that play of the game, you blow. Yeah. Alright, good. Perfect. Perfect. Against G, that's quite incredible. Do we go again? Are you feeling confident, Stark? I could do the 2v1 with you as the one if you're feeling confident, you know. No? Is that the din-dins? Oh, the din-dins. Alright. BRB.